Nope. Hey, holy crap. We're live. You ready? Hey, sure. Here's what's funny. He's right here. Hey. So, hey, here's the deal. The first live stream for Narxoleptic Customs 2021 live feed is going to be at 7 o'clock tonight. But from here on out, every Friday night, we're going to go live at 6 p.m. because we typically have our videos drop at 7. So that way it will kick my butt off of here and we'll be able to drop the videos that you guys are used to seeing at 7 o'clock. So if you've been around for a while, you know that we did 50-something podcasts last year. Well, Destroyer 1320 has been doing a live feed weekly on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. He'll correct me in a minute. I don't think that's right. Anyways, hang on. Let's see. What time is your live feed?
5 p.m. Mountain.
5 p.m. Mountain. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, so 5 p.m. Mountain, Destroyer 1320. I'll give you guys his stuff here as well. He's right up here up top. This guy right here. Need to make sure you go follow him, subscribe, all that kind of stuff to his channel, because a lot of times we'll spend a little bit of time over on his channel, and that's what made me pull the trigger on doing our live feed every week. So if you'll drop the link in there, we'll get that for you guys so you can just pop over and subscribe his. Yep. In the notes there. Hey, we're figuring it out. You guys know us. We're going to figure this out as we go. I'm figure it out as we go. Can everybody hear Steven okay?
Like, nope.
Like, no, because he ain't saying nothing.
Yes.
All right. W for the win. Hey, what's up? What's up, 815 LSX swaps? All right, let's have some fun here. Let's get into it. We're going to bring Destroyer 1320 in right now so he can kind of tell a little bit about Arizona weather, which we're all very jealous of, and a little bit about, we're going to do some 2021 event talk, and then we're going to pop into what he can do for channels and what he's done for us. So, hey, man, welcome.
Hey. Thanks, guys, man. I appreciate you having me on your first ever live show. Proud of you guys for putting this together. It is anybody who wants to do something like this. It takes a little bit of preparation, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little preparation, H.
Yeah, no kidding. No, it's interesting because you always get nervous and, oh my gosh, this is my first one. And it is different for me not being behind the controls. But it's one of those, it's really nice right now because I'm like, I can just sit back and talk. I'm good at talking. That's all I do.
That's right. What's so funny about it is that I'm used to being in front of people. We've been on the go. We've 470 videos, so I'm not abnormally nervous. But going into this, dude, I got anxious. I was like, "Oh man, whoa!" Like, you can ask Steven. I was like, kind of moving around and shifting the paper and all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty funny. We're working on Aaron Ingles' OBS truck, so. Some stuff is going to drop to Instagram in a few minutes. Steven mounted the Pro Charger tonight. So kind of about that. Yeah. So let's talk Destroyer 1320. We'll put your link here. Just everybody find it in the comments. If you're listening on the podcast, I'll link it in the show notes below because we're going to drop podcasts on Monday nights at 7. So everything with us at 7 p.m. It's easy.
Hey. 7's a good number.
Fridays, it's going to be 6.
Yeah, we're going to throw off one time.
Yep.
You got to cut it off a little early on Friday. You got to have some fun. Sorry, go ahead.
That's exactly right. So let's start with you. How long your channel's been around, and obviously a little bit about the car, because that's why we met was Rocky Mountain Race Week in your car and you guys driving it, stuff like that, and then some 2021 events you have planned.
So actually, I wrote it on my wall. Where was it? July 29th of 2019 is when I took the venture. I said, that's it. I'm going to make a YouTube channel. My kids were always watching YouTube and they're like, you can't do that. I go, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
They're like, no way. I'm like, I can figure it out. I'm getting a little bit of feedback from one of your speakers there.
Uh-oh.
Just a little bit. Like when I hear myself, I kind of hear myself back a little. Here, let me turn my volume down and see if it's me.
I've got Steven's mic off.
Hello.
How about now?
That's better.
Okay.
Much
It must be the mic. It must be the speaker on this laptop because we were having that the other day too.
Yeah, no problem. No, like I was saying,
we'll get earbuds.
Oh yeah, it keeps evolving. You'll end up with one of these hanging over your desks, and
Yep.
no, it's fun. But no, my kids were the ones that really pushed me into. After I got the car, I was like, it was such a rare car. It's one of 108.
Damn.
Because they stopped making Destroyer Gray in 2019, so it was the only year they made the 1320 in Destroyer Gray.
Oh,
and
cool.
As I did more research on the car, I knew it was a drag car from Dodge, a factory drag car that was within my price range because I couldn't afford a Demon. I've watched Hellcat burn the tires all the way down the street, but you're not going anywhere. You're not going to win races just smoking tires. It's fun at 30 mile an hour to go sideways, but that's not the point.
Yes,
you have to go somewhere. So I was excited because it has the Demon suspension. It's basically everything from a Demon. A couple changes. It has a ZF80 transmission instead of ZF90, but it has the same stall converter we talked last night on the other live, a 2650 stall. It's got trans brake, line lock, launch control, torque reserve. It's ridiculous. 43 spline rear axles. I mean, the thing is set to be power to be thrown at it. And man, you hit that drag button,
awesome.
And it tunes the transmission. It tunes the engine. It changes the suspension. The steering wheel gets tighter. Like, it is crazy the amount of technology that's built into these cars. And that's where I knew no one else. Because before I bought the car, I wanted to find as much information as I could about the 1320. There was maybe one video of a guy going, yeah, here's one. And there was nothing. So I decided, I'll take it upon myself to be the guy that, jumps in and says, hey, I'm going to try and teach everybody everything I learn as I go about the car. So that's kind of how Destroyer 1320 was born. And people give me crap about, 1320, you're trying to beat it. No. 1320 is awesome. I love 1320, the best racing panel there is. I'm not trying to be that. I have a Destroyer Gray 1320 Challenger. So I was really creative with the name. I almost got a white one, so it would have been white 1320 or something.
That wouldn't have been any fun.
No, that's not as fun. So that's kind of how the channel was born. And I literally just picked up my phone and just rambled on as best I could. And the channel was born. First thing I did when I got the car, I looked at the pages, and I just did a video calling this out, but the dude at the dealership knew nothing about this car, nothing. So I took it for a test drive, and I'm like, it runs good. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely faster than my RT, but I was kind of expecting a little more, and I was like, something don't seem right. So I'm like, I knew I wanted the car. Didn't matter. I was going to buy the car. I get home. I hit performance pages. I change everything to drag mode because it wasn't. When you push the drag button, it pulls up whatever the preset was. Well, the dummies who were at the dealership didn't know you have to change that thing to drag mode, or you only feel a quarter of what that car could do.
Nice.
So I changed that, and I took my brother, Dan IT guy, for a ride. We both about pooped ourselves. I mean, this thing lit up. The front end came off the ground like, rah! Just
You're like,
this is awesome. That's what I bought right there. That's what I bought. I paid for it.
That's awesome. So talk about some drag racing. What are you going to do for 2021?
So I want to go to a couple of big ones. I want to make sure I go to Rocky Mountain Race Week. Plug to them. Huge shout out to them. That's how we hooked up and became YouTube brothers. But I want to get some drag slicks for the back, skinnies for the front, and I want to go bracket race this thing. I know I'm not a huge. The funnest thing about bracket racing is bracket racing. I don't like watching it, but I would love to do it just to see what I can do and how consistent I can get with the tree, and learn how the car performs with slicks and skinnies on the front, because it came with drag slicks, not slicks, drag radials. They're Nexen drag radials. And they're 275s all the way around the car, which is different because even Hellcats in that came with 245s, which are pizza cutters for this thing. Even the 275s have no chance of holding on. So First thing I want to do is get slicks because I'm still spinning. I could only muster a 12-1 in 85-degree weather, which is weird because here you talk weather. So Arizona, right now, our average temperature during the day is about 70 degrees. It gets down to maybe 50s.
I hate you. I hate you. Hey, let's stay right here for just a second. Hang on. Don't go any further. So, because I just saw Race Car Revolution come on. What's the temp in Minnesota today? It's 40 here, and it's what, 70 where you're at?
Yeah.
Do the tracks even close for winter out there?
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Dude, I have no clue why. I think it's just really bad management. But they open this thing through the summertime, which is 110, 115, all the way up to 120 degrees. Your car's going to make zero freaking power at the track.
Yeah.
The track is so hot that it's like butter. So if you can run a good time out there and you take your car anywhere else, you go over to California or go up to Denver and run, you're going to go way the hell faster. So they shut it down. Well, this year they shut it down. Oh, look, 30s in Illinois. I lived in Rockford, the same town he's from.
Ugh. No thanks.
That's why I live in Arizona now.
Yeah. And it's windy as all get out up there, too. I'm out. That doesn't make for any fun. Cold and windy? Nah.
No, and never seeing the sun. We get 327 days of sunshine out in Arizona. So
why do we live here?
There's a high chance of sun every day.
Golly, W for the win. I'm jealous, bro.
Yeah, man. He's out. Yeah, he's out in California, Orange County. That's beautiful out there too.
Yeah, CNC Auto Works. Oh, I didn't know you were that close, dude. Hey, listen. I'm talking to the wife tonight. I don't know if she's watching, she can comment, but I'm talking to her tonight about going to Lone Star Throwdown with my buddy Black Seed Originals going the end of February in Houston. So we'll be coming through your place, man. So
sweet.
We'll have to get together. You can buy me a beer, or I can buy him a beer, one of the two.
Awesome, man. That's how it all starts. Next thing you know, you got some guy emailing you all this crap. Hey, you should check this out. Hey, you should check this out. You're like, what's this guy doing?
Who is this dude? That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, mine and your relationship, I feel like has been one-sided. Like you've given us a ton of stuff, and we give you moral support.
Hey, it's networking, man. And like I said, it all comes back around. It's all going to come around who knows? If I can get my slicks and get skinnies and go out and drag race, I may be at the same races with you guys, and something happens, I know I can count on you if I needed, help with something or whatever. So
we'll give you a ride in the cart.
Dude, I am ready to go. I'm ready to go.
By the time you get here, maybe I'll have the other one done. The AtomAnt cart.
Oh, yeah.
Get them both going. I want to race both of them. I would love to race you guys just for shits and gigs, for a beer, for whatever.
Just for content, fellas.
Oh, that would be great content. We'll
just go 3 wide. It'd be all right.
Oh, hey, you said we'll go 3 wide.
That would be so cool. I could do that, man.
That'd be awesome.
We can make some good content on that. 815 LSX swaps, man. You guys need to come out too. We'll all get a good race going. We'll get a YouTuber showdown, kind of like they're doing in Texas, of our own.
Yep. Now, when is that? Is that the first weekend of March?
April 10th.
April 10th.
April 10th, 11th, I think it is. 10th and 11th.
Ooh.
What is it?
It's a YouTuber call out in Enos, Texas. Yeah. Demonology's putting that on, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And the cool thing about that, and what I really
some 30s on your car.
Oh yeah, he's on the Destroyer.
Right. No, I actually want to go 17s on there, so I get more sidewall, so I can get some flex. But
yeah.
Question about the track. They shut the track down in November. They act like this is a Midwest. We should be racing right now, every single day.
Yeah.
There is zero reason why we should not be racing every day right now.
Man,
it makes me sick to my stomach.
Because here's the deal: there's guys in our part of the country would come there to make passes. Why wouldn't you take advantage of that weather and then, just like you said, close that place up in July and August, and the owners of that track go somewhere north where it's nice and cool. So
exactly. Yeah, that's what needs to happen.
Yep. What else? What other events you got planned?
So probably the next closest one, unless something else pops up, is Barrett Jackson on March 22nd. I'm going to be going there and get some coverage of Barrett Jackson, and I will have different coverage than you'll see on any of the channels. I don't just go to, here's the 4 cars that were $8 billion. No, I go from everything from a Pinto all the way up to a Ferrari. I mean, it's crazy. Last year was Shelby Fest because of the movie. Dude, there was so many Shelbys out there. It was ridiculous.
Now, how far is that from you?
Depends on how fast I'm driving, about 40 minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, not very far.
Yeah, 815 down, bud. I'll buy a track with anybody. I'll put my $10 in.
My dream, and I've put this out there years ago, because when I started going to this track, it used to be called Firebird Raceway. Now it's Wild Horse Pass. I went out there with a couple of buddies, and we're all trying to race, and it was so poorly run. I'm like, let's buy this thing. We could. Yeah. My buddy used to run a track. I mean, in Byron, he actually used to do everything for them. He'd run the burnout box. He'd line everybody up. He'd run the timer.
Right.
He knows how to do all that stuff. But man, my dream is one day to own a track, kind of like our buddy Cleater there. And but I want a drag strip. I mean, I understand that's what he had and what he could find, and Bradenton's literally walking next door. But dude, I would love to do that, and I would want it to be for YouTubers. Yeah, there is so many YouTubers. You mean to tell me we couldn't keep that place going? You could have, run what you brung on Fridays for normal people, and then our events are YouTube based. Boom. Yep.
Oh, dude, I agree 100%. That'd be awesome. Yep. So let's see. So you got Barrett Jackson in March. Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0 isn't as far as 2.0 for you. You think you'll hit the mountains?
I thought about that. I really have thought about that. I'm trying to get my act together enough to have some money to get slicks or find somebody sponsors.
Yeah. Anybody wants to sponsor him?
Even just some slicks for the back, some 17s with some like 305s on them or something. That would be a huge help. But I would love to. I'd love to come up there. I'm telling you right now, if the way it goes right now with my job situation, I've applied for 7 different jobs. I've had probably 14 interviews and not gotten any of them.
Dang. Do they know who you are? Like, you need to just walk in and go, do you know who I am? I'm a big deal. Listen, you need to hire me right now.
Not in any way. No, but I have like 3 or 4 people that I'm friends with that are in the same boat. They do the same thing. And right now, it's hard to find an actual, as I call it, Joe job. So that's why I told my wife, I'm putting my nose down. I invested money in the software. Once again, let me push that out. If you guys need an intro or an outro, please let me know. Just throw me a email at mydestroyer1320@gmail.com, and I will get you set up with intros, outros. We can do our own private version of like this live stream where we can just talk about YouTube. I can help however I can. I mean, I will do whatever it takes to help people succeed, because that's how we all grow. You start climbing a ladder, you better be bringing people up with you.
Yeah, that's true. And hey, so the video that'll drop right after this in 42 minutes, we have an intro, an outro, a subscriber call to action in the middle of it, all that you did. So
nice.
Instead of watching this, just stay on. I mean, we're going to hammer that stuff out.
Sweet. Yeah, I want to make a couple different
really
ones.
Cool
so
let's get to W for the win. He asked, what videos and lives do you have coming up? I will tell you, I did not have a chance to get the Wi-Fi antenna hooked up today. I'll do that tomorrow, and then I may go live anytime we're out here. I mean, it'll be easy to set a camera up and run it that way, and just in and out, on any of the stuff we're working on. So
that'd be cool. You need to rip your hood off there and have it above so you can camera shot down. Put your GoPro up on the ceiling.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And that way you can see the ants working on it.
Yeah. Fingers.
Nice.
So you do your weekly live. You got any other live stuff? Oh, hey, memberships. We talked about
Yes.
that today and how you'll be going live for us members.
Yes. By the way, thank you. Narx was my first membership. And then my lovely wife joined as well. So thank you to you guys to kick that thing off and get it rolling. But yeah, I have 3 different levels of membership. 4-cylinder V6 and Hemi, and you will get backstage access to everything I'm doing. I will, trust me, as these events start going and stuff, the members are going to see a whole ton of stuff before any of you see anything else. And it's going to be, as I said, it's going to be raw. I'm not going to put a whole bunch of blah, blah, blah. No, you're going to see live stuff. If I mess up, I'm going to leave it in there, and the members are going to watch how hard it is at times. And you know this. When you're trying to talk and your tongue gets wrapped up in a knot and you're just, I mean, it doesn't come out.
I've started, whenever I do like about 6 different intros, I just started putting them at the end of videos. Like one video I posted last week has like 4 minutes of me just literally blah, 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 at the end of it. It's probably 2 minutes of video at the end. Because, man, it's hard, especially like when you're out here and you're talking to the camera by yourself, and you're like, oh, I should have said this, So
yeah, that's another tip for anybody who's making a video or going live, anything like that, is I have a whiteboard right over here. I write either stuff that I want to bring up and talk about. I bring up, I make my plan throughout the month of what I'm going to do for YouTube on this whiteboard. And I write everything down. So when I sit down here, because this is actually my office every single day. My wife and kids, my kids are unfortunately home working. My wife is on the other side of the wall working. I got to have my space to do my thing. So this is kind of like my spreadsheet of to-do list and all that. So just another tip. It's real easy to do. So
yeah, that's a good idea. I never think that far ahead. We're more vloggy style around here. Like I'm gonna record what we're doing, and that's what you're getting. Except for Steven doesn't do any of that. I wish I could just strap a camera to his chest and let him walk around with it. I'll edit the rest of the crap out because that's
I just got a strap for the GoPro, man. Just got the chest strap.
Yeah,
and the head.
Yeah, I just need to turn him loose. All right, let's talk later in the year. What other events?
Oh, I have Street Outlaws coming up. There's going to be a race out here in Tucson for Street Outlaws. I don't know what else is going to be. I mean, with the blender of garbage that's happening in the world right now, I have no idea what I'm going to be able to do. To be honest, in 2019, I had probably 16 races that were canceled that I was going to go cover, that I was going to go meet people. There's NHRA coming here in April. I'm going to go to that and hopefully hook up with MMR.
Yeah.
And because that should be a whole lot of fun to be able to talk
he's
to
referring
him.
to Monday Morning Racer.
Yes, Monday Morning Racer. Sorry.
There's a lot of my folks won't know who that is, but they will because he's a good dude.
Yeah, if you like NHRA or actually drag racing, anything like that, dude, I'm saying it's worth going to check him out.
8:15, dude. I'm gonna use that $5 and I'm gonna buy some beer with it. That I'm after this.
There you go.
I had some tonight, but it's all flat in the fridge. I think it got hot.
Oh, you don't want that, man.
No. So thanks, dude. I appreciate that. And I'm gonna do 30 seconds of burnouts in the next video in the old truck for every $5 donated tonight.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah. So we got at least one round of 30 seconds of burnouts. I'm making
815 LSX Swap said he was going to sign up for me this weekend. Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Yep.
That's crazy. That it's so huge. And I can't wait for Narx to get his going because I want to join. I got to be part of that, man.
What's great about your stuff too is like you're so open with helping folks and things like that, dude, y'all listen, I message Eric all the time. Like, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what about this? And so we riff on stuff all the time. So he's a great asset to have in our back pocket for sure.
Well, it's one of those you get to bounce it off each other. I mean, if you have something, and there's times where you'll think, man, this is going to be awesome. And you'll send it to someone else and they're like, no, not so much.
Yep. I hear you. And the cool thing about the membership side of stuff is it allows you to budget for race events and things like that into the future. You're not trying to figure, you're like, okay, I'll have this X amount of income coming in from the memberships, and I can move it on and move that towards your budget,
Providing AdSense works.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, listen, we'll get it figured out.
We're both fighting that one.
Yeah, we got about 4 more minutes, and then we'll slide you out, and Stephen and I'll get into our 2020 updates and 2021 plans and things like that. So, what is do you know how many subscribers you gained in 2020? It was a bunch.
750.
Dude, that's nuts. That is nuts.
And the weird thing is, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say 2020 was huge for. I feel like channels that are kind of along the same area as ours, people just gained, and I think the view count on your Rocky Mountain Race Week coverage was amazing. I was back looking at those the other day. It's wild, man. Like, you timed it right. Your videos are great, and it worked out really well.
No, that's a great tip too, is timing, especially if you're covering an event. If you can be one of the first to cover that event and get it out there, when you send it out, though, make sure you have matching hashtags to anyone else who's big. Now, I would give you a partial secret is I would use either some from 1320 video and some from Cletus, mix them together and put it out. So when their videos came up, you search Rocky Mountain Race Week, it'll pop up Cletus, it'll pop up 1320, and then me.
Yep.
It was working almost every time. It was nuts. When people started clicking on it, YouTube goes, oh, they want to see this.
Yep. They like these tags.
Yep.
That's awesome. Well, I'm excited. I was doing some math on the transit time to get to you and your area just even today. I look at it quite a bit. I should know it's 18 hours to you. But I would really like to make that run at some point. I don't know, late spring, early summer, something like that. In the cart, just blast out there, have some fun for a couple of days and blast back. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Any more than 2 nights at your house, y'all gonna be like, please leave. Then we just
we'll just have to make another beer run.
Yeah, right. I'm telling you. All right. If people that are listening and watching haven't liked his channel yet, please go do that. We'll throw the link back in the comments here in just a second. Dude, I appreciate you coming on. And as we get better and as I have better topics, we'll make sure to bring you on and all that kind of stuff.
Dude, I appreciate you so much, man. It's awesome. It's huge. Yep. Having you on Wednesday was really helpful for me as well. So good luck to you, man. The first one's in the books here, halfway through almost.
Right.
Dude, you're doing awesome. Keep it rolling. Don't forget, eventually get that StreamYard thing so you can have your intros and your backgrounds. And I know it'll end up paying off in the long run. Hey,
I'm gonna sign up for it right after I get out of the shop tonight. And that way we can be even fancier, like your stuff on Wednesday nights at 5 p.m. Mountain Time.
There you go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. Steven, you're doing great in the comments, by the way. Good job.
See you, dude.
Later.
All right. Now, y'all just have us. I hope you're ready for this. So here's the thing. A lot of times we've discussed, I don't know, all kinds of stuff on the podcast, and we usually just had a guest. So I would do a quick intro and then pop to the guest. I want Steve and I to kind of give a little bit of rundown of the projects we've got in the shop, kind of what we've got planned for 2021, and then we'll go over goals. And look, I've got a whole notes here, so we're going to blast through this stuff pretty quick. All right. So I want to start with the NarxKart. We bought it last February. So to celebrate the anniversary of owning the NarxKart, we have decided to put a turbo on it.
So we were doing nitrous.
Well, we're doing nitrous right now, just so I can take it to Wichita with watch JR go and hit the button and blow the tires off. But I need advice on turbo sizing because I want one The dilemma is I want to keep a stock converter. I'd like to go big on a converter, but I'm not going to do that. Not in this car because I want it to instantly light the tires. So, typically we would always use like a 78, 75 VS Racing turbo like I have on the old truck. Without having a big converter and not going to do any cams it's a 4.6 2 valve. I'm trying to decide on turbo sizing. So I watched Richard Holdner's part of his GT45 versus the world video today. Dude, Destroyer 1320. All right. We got 2 minutes of burnouts with that one.
Yeah. You ain't gonna have no tire.
Yep, that's fine. We have a tire sponsor, Hawassi Tire and Lube. He better get ready. He has a burnout pad at his place.
Well, that's even better.
Yep. So here's what I need you to do. Yeah, Turbsky. That's right, Ingenuity. I need turbo sizing advice. The goal is to literally be able to leave a stoplight, the turbo light off with when I mash the pedal, and it just blow the tires off. That's literally the goal of the NarxKart. I don't want to spend any more than $300 on a turbo as well. So just so you know. So we need that. I've been debating. There's a 7265 that's offered by On3, I think. So I may call Varen and have him help me spec one. But I'd like to hear from you guys as far as what we should do. Low gear, small turbo. Yeah, I mean, we've got 430s in it, but we've got a 31-inch tire. So we need something that's going to help it. The old truck makes 500 wheel right now. The goal when we started building it was 600 wheel. The turbo is capable of it. Well, yeah, we thought about nitrous into the inlet for sure. The old truck, 600 wheels the goal. So the cam is capable. The turbo is capable. The intercooler is probably going to, that'll be ragged edge of the intercooler. So we're going to upgrade intakes. We're going to go to a Trailblazer SS intake. We're going to decap some flex fuel injectors. I don't know what happened to my lips there. Flex fuel injectors that should get us into the mid 80s as far as pounds. We have 78 pound now. And then I'm going to run to a 525 Hellcat pump. So we'll have more than enough. So we're going to run E and the larger injector and just turn that thing till we get 600 wheel. I think it'll take, 20 pounds probably realistically. CNC, I mean, there's no replacement for displacement. I get it. But turbos make up for that.
Money.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing about the NarxKart, and I explained this to a bunch of folks, like at every event we attend, it's got to be reliable because I'm giving it away, or we're giving it away. Not me, I'm nothing. We're giving it away. So like the next person that gets it, they'll want to be able to enjoy it too. They don't want to take it and it just freaking take a crap on them and it blows the bottom of the engine out, Now, if we bend a rod or something, it may get built a little bit. So the deal with winning it, for everybody that's listening that hasn't been paying attention, when the channel hits 1 million views, total channel view, that's when we'll draw a winner from our Instagram followers, because Instagram gives us every name. YouTube, some people don't let their stuff be public and keep their stuff private. Instagram doesn't do that. So we've been gathering names for months. We're up to like 1,400 or 1,300 Instagram followers. The video that drops after this tonight actually has a growth hack in it on how to use your Instagram to Tulsa Bad Man, what's up? How to use your Instagram to grow your YouTube following and do it quickly. So all of you guys that are a small channel, definitely stick around and watch that after this. I usually don't do those kind of techie, grow your channel this way hack stuff, but I felt like I've grown the channel. I've grown our channel quickly enough that it paid off. Bless you. And that Brian Late with Black Seed Originals has grown his channel fast enough using the same format that it actually works. So I figured we would share that with everybody. All right. God dang. What was I talking about? I feel like John Force. Like, have you ever listened to him talk? He is all over the place. Okay. Talk loud and talk about AtomAnt.
Can you hear me now?
I got to turn my speaker down. There we go.
How about it? All right. AtomAnt is a 70 model MG midget, and it's got 2.3 turbo out of a Merkur. Is that what that one was out of? Out of a Merkur. Did big cam, did injectors and all that fun stuff. Big turbo. We're shooting for like 350 wheel horsepower, maybe. If not, we'll spray it with a little bit of nitrous.
Yep.
Tell
them what it weighs.
I don't know yet. So Philip Bursey got some scales he's gonna let me borrow in the next couple of weeks. So I'm gonna weigh it. I'm hoping it's under 2,000 pounds. It's probably gonna be right around 2,200, 2,300 maybe. I don't know.
That'd be so. That car originally weighed 1,300 pounds.
1,800.
Oh, okay.
Total is 1,800. 1,300 is a CC motor size that came in it.
Oh, I got you.
But it's got an 8.8 rear end, cut way down. I've already built one, and we flipped it on the second test drive. So this one came around, and it was a lot rustier than the other one. So I gutted everything, cut all the frame, cut all the unibody. So it's a full tube chassis, Mustang 2 front end, custom built, crossmember. Yeah, crossmember. And then everything else I've just done by myself.
I mean, it's badass. 4-link, coilovers. It's going to be wild. Our goal with that car was Z06, Z07 power to weight ratio. So it's got a hood stack. It'll shoot a flame about 8 inches.
Oh, it'll shoot a flame a solid 8 inches, very nicely.
So it's going to be pretty wild. The plan for it is Rocky Mountain Race Week 2.0. The one here in Oklahoma. As a road week car, if we can't get enough seat time in it, if we actually get some seat time in it, we'll take the NarxKart and the midget.
And
AtomAnt.
I will pull a trailer with it.
Yeah,
it's a little trailer, but it'll be a trailer.
So we have a full playlist build on it. I've really been slacking on getting video of that. Steven doesn't take any video when he works on stuff. So
sorry,
yeah.
Suck.
But what else do you have? Oh, the big truck.
Yep, it's for sale.
Yep,
it's been for sale for I don't know how long.
Yep, a few months.
Yep. Trying to sell it just to get out of it and do some other stuff. Trying to build a shop. Yep.
So it's an 11 Ram, 40-inch tires, 20-inch wheels, 10 inches of lift, 1,400 foot-pounds probably.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Yeah. So
got a bunch of stuff in there.
Yep. Oversized injectors, big turbo, like a 66 turbo on it, right?
467. It's a 467 turbo.
Even bigger.
Yeah. It's a second gen swap. I mean, 5-inch all the way to the back. It's loud as shit.
Yeah, it's very loud, but it's awesome. It's loud with horsepower.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun to drive, but I'm ready for something different. So.
Yeah, I agree. We need to get. I don't know if I want to call it a strap-on cam.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the wording for that.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah. All right. So it's for sale. It was listed at 40. Pricing was lowered to 35.
30.
Yep, down to 30. He will make somebody that's listening to this
deal.
Somewhere in the mid-20s is where you could probably buy, upper end of mid-20s.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, so
I'll deliver no matter where you live.
Yeah, it's probably got 45,000 in upgrades.
Oh yeah. I've got receipts to 45,000.
Yeah.
And,
so just keep that in mind.
All the crazy work.
Right. All right. Flip me back to my mic here.
Sorry, I gotta go mute it again.
Okay. Can you hear me now? All right. So with us project cars out of the way.
Yep.
2021 plans and goals is what my next tab is here. So we became an affiliate for Cruise Culture Apparel, and I'm gonna have Steven drop the link for their website. If you go on, you get a 10% discount, and it helps us.
Oh man, we didn't do Rocker.
Oh, well, we're gonna get to events here in a minute.
Oh.
If you use the Narxoleptic Customs code, you'll get 10% off, and you get I'll hide that one. You get 10% off, and it helps us, sends us a little bit of money. I think it sends us 5% of your purchase. So we definitely appreciate that, and that's a way for you to get some cool merchandise, as well as kind of help us pay for some race car trips or parts.
Yep.
So,
hotel room,
yep.
food.
So that's exciting. I'm excited to be that. That's the first time we've had that offer. We also have Super Clean Degreaser reached out to us and wants us to do a review. So I'm going to clean the 283 that came out of the old truck with that, with the degreaser and the pieces that are in that kit that they sent us. So kind of excited. That motor's been set back in the corner for a long time. We're going to clean it and make it kind of, I don't know, I hate to say showpiece, but definitely going to have something in the middle that people can look at, and
Yeah.
we'll have to clean the shop to do that. So that'll be a nice plus. My goal for you guys on YouTube is 125 videos loaded. To do that, we will run our typical 2 day a week. That equals to about 100 videos a year. So I want to get extra videos, obviously, at events. One thing that Brian Late at Black Sea did that worked well is when he went to Dino's Get Down, he would basically take the footage and break it down per year of C10 or by Chevrolet truck or however he did it. And I really liked the format of that because it allows people that wouldn't normally see our channel, they can then view all that. So we took that knowledge of the views and things like that he got, and we did that with a couple different race week videos, like the gas stop video, which performed really well. So I'll definitely start doing that for any event that we attend. Road event like that is get the gas stop panning shots and walk around of all the gas stations, because that's really like a car show in itself. And I want to collaborate with any automotive YouTuber within 3 hours of Northwest Arkansas. I want to spend a ton of time driving to folks. I want to grow small channels. I want larger channels. I want to bring our folks to them. So if you are a channel and you are within 3 hours of Bentonville, Arkansas, definitely hit us up. We have the old truck running, the carts running, the big trucks going, the AtomAnt will be coming soon. So we have any kind of car footage that would fit anybody's channel. Basically, we can do it all. We've rally crossed the cart before. We've drag raced it. Obviously, I'd love to autocross it, put some sticky tires on and autocross it. So we may look at some of that. So reach out if you are a YouTuber. Definitely reach out, talk to us. I mean, 3 hours gets us Kansas City, Little Rock, almost Oklahoma City. I'd probably do Oklahoma City. It's about 4 hours from us. We're going to Wichita in a couple weeks. I wanted to go this week to visit Watch JR Go. If you don't follow his channel, you need to. He's amazing. Started following him at 1,700 subscribers. He now has 270,000 subscribers.
Dang.
Yeah, so he does YouTube full time. So that was a huge motivator. Watch JR Go is his channel. I'll put that comment here. I don't have a link to pull up very quickly. So the collaboration, I think that's the way we're going to go from the level we're at now to next level with YouTube. Getting us in front of other folks and helping other folks get in front of our followers. So you heard Destroyer 1320 talk about memberships. I've been on the fence about that for a while. We actually, Stephen and I discussed Patreon, 6 months ago, probably?
Yeah, at least.
Something like that. I want to be able to almost do daily stuff, but I feel like the amount of editing to bring full focus, I don't feel like I can record and produce a full video every day, which is tough in the quality that I would want. But like Patreon members or membership through YouTube, I think would maybe be a good option too. Is we could bring you guys on a lot more adventures. Like it would be us going live just about any time we're in the shop, things like that. And you can do $5 a month, 10, you can do whatever you want. But again, like we said with the destroyer part, you can almost let that money help you plan for better parts and things like that. And it also helps the community support you in that sense too. So I want to talk about events because we only got 15 minutes left. Yeah. So like I said earlier, I'm discussing with the wife Lone Star Throwdown with Black Seed. Him and I had talked myself out of going to that because I was going to take the old truck and I just didn't want to.
It's a long ride.
Well, it's 8 hours. And but him and I were discussing it today. And I think if I'm able to pull it off, because request time off and talk the wife into it and all that kind of stuff. I think I would just ride with him and his wife. And that way I'm not trying to get the old truck done, power upgrades, and then have no time to drive it.
Yeah.
To sort it. You know what I mean? Like the old truck is pretty solid, but I don't want to be halfway to Houston and break down.
Yeah.
Is essentially what it is.
I don't have a trailer that can get you.
Yeah. So Lone Star Throwdown, I'm up in the air about that. If you guys have done that event, definitely let us know. Make the comment. Tell us if it's got to be on there. We have the Dragon Drive event that we host. We run a charity group called The Circuit that supports the Northwest Arkansas Children's Shelter here in Bentonville. We host an overnight event. We'll start Friday night, April 2nd at Mocan. We'll race Friday night. Then before you can race Saturday, you have to do a 200-mile loop. And basically that loop will go from about Joplin with Mocan's just north of Joplin in Asbury. It'll come down through Siloam Springs and back around through Rogers and loop back up. So the reason we're doing that route is it will make it easier for Northwest Arkansas people because they can come home. We do have a host hotel to sleep in Joplin is our host hotel. They've given us a $40 a night break for anybody that signs up on that. You just got to tell them you're with the Dragon Drive event. So I'm excited about that. Our goal for that event is to raise $3,500. All the entry, 100% of the entry and 100% of the raffle items raffle items that are raffle tickets that are bought that day, 100% of that money goes to the shelter. We do that to have a lot of fun. And it's our first time to do an overnight event that I'll actually be able to participate in.
Yeah.
Because usually we have the shootout, which is our big event of the year. It's in October this year, October 16th, 2021. So, and then Rocky Mountain Race Week 2.0. So freaking pumped. It starts at Noble, Oklahoma. And if you haven't seen the videos from Race Week 2.0, you need to go look. It was the best car week I've ever had. Ever had. And that is saying a bunch because Steven and my dad and me went on Power Tour 2012. No, Power Tour 2013.
Yeah, 13.
And that was a blast. Steven had a big black Dodge. I had the old truck with a 283 and an overdrive.
Yeah.
And so,
that was a long drive on that one.
Yep. It was a lot of fun. That was 1,100 miles, but it was nothing compared because part of it was I only knew 4 people on 2013 Power Tour. Now I know everybody. There was like 70 people. We talked to folks that we knew all the time. So yeah, Rocky Mountain Race Week Destroyer. I really think you and I should do 1.0. I really do. I think 1.0 in the Colorado mountains. I'd fly, dude. That's what we do. I'll fly in. I'll take 2 weeks of vacation. I'll fly in, jump in the car with you. We'll run the week and I'll fly home. I don't know. We'll see. What else? I feel we have 11 minutes.
I have no idea.
I don't know. The shootout. This will be our 9th year to host the shootout. Basically, it is a streetcar deal, license, insurance, all that kind of stuff. We do some elimination racing during the end of the day. but we do it to support the shelter, the children's shelter as well. Last year we had the last probably 4 years we've had about 125 cars race each year, and I think with last year's event at the shootout only, we've raised $30,000. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my goal for 2021's shootout is to raise $7,500, which would be our biggest year ever.
Yeah.
So
we got we got 6,100?
Yep.
61 or 6,200 1 year.
Yep. Best time in the NarxKart on race week was 14.8, and that was at Noble. That track was on point that night. It was funny. Everybody was running their fastest times, and I wheel up there in the old cart. It was awesome.
14.
Yeah. Hey, it scratched a third to tell you, and that was on
it shifts real hard.
Yeah, that was on the crappy tires. So
because you couldn't run the big tires.
We couldn't drive all day on the big tires because the weight in the back would bounce them. Baseline before turbo. We'll definitely do that. Because the way I'm going to route the exhaust, I'll build everything like I did with the old truck. I'll build everything out of the car, and then we'll be able to literally we would run it to Mocan, make a pass, come home, and throw it on. We can't do it at the track there because you'll need tuning and stuff like that. But if anybody has a set of GT500 injectors, holler at your boy because I'm going to need them. I'm going to need a big injector. I'm really debating. I don't know if I want to run an intercooler or not. I think it would look cooler without one.
Nope.
There's a lot of death carts I've been following on Instagram that have it up front. What do you mean he just left forward? What the heck?
You can't leave forward.
Yeah, Destroyer saying Ken Block just left forward. But wow,
So
that's
you
interesting.
going to Mopar or Chevy?
Oh, I bet he's going LT based setup, or he may be going Subaru. Pastrana's done got to him.
Yeah.
All right, 6 minutes left. I think we'll just leave you guys to it. I wish I had the old truck in here. We'd do the burnout in here, just to start the timer off. So thanks everybody. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for donating. That's a huge win for us. I mean, I definitely say thank you for that. That's really cool. And you're going to get 2.5 minutes of solid burnout material. We just had tires put on the old truck. So I think I'm just going to go to the
to
Hiwassee.
If somebody would support some 40s, I'd do a big old nasty burnout in the big truck. But they expensive as shit.
Man, that'd be awesome.
No, I'd do a big old.
That'd be crazy. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for listening.
Thanks, guys.
And watching and sticking around and commenting, everybody on the live feed. That was awesome. If you are just finding us and you're 53 minutes in here, watch it again. Make comments down below. Tell us what we can do better. Tell us what you want to talk about. We'll cover it in the next live feed next Friday night, beginning at 6 p.m. 6:00 Central Standard Time here in Northwest Arkansas. All right, guys. Thanks a bunch. Thanks again, Destroyer. Appreciate it, bud. And off.